Hello everybody, Tim Robson here, out exploring this lovely woodland. Got my bag on my back, got Tom joining me for the first time in a while, and yeah, he's brought me out to one of the woodlands he camps in. It's really nice so far. Just heading our way in to find a nice hammock spot. Distant sound of shotguns. A really nice place. Kind of mixed old pine, maybe some Scots or Douglas fir. A bit of beech. Little holly bushes growing on the ground. I'm liking it. Just drove here on the bike, met up with Tom on his bike. I'll show you those tomorrow when I'm back packing. When I'm back down on the road packing the bike, sorry. Yeah, it's a nice place. Decent bit of shelter from the wind. It's a windy, wet day. See how grey and miserable it is out there. So we found ourselves this nice little spot. About as shaded from the wind and the rain as we're going to get. Put my tarp up into kind of closed off configuration, got it as low to the ground as I possibly can, and my hammock is in underneath there, but you'll not see it because it's already starting to get quite dark. It's really nice in here. There's a lot of woodland. Should be relatively easy to get a good fire going. It's decent. Dead trees all over and a few dead standing as well. So we're all set up. Tom's got his tarp and his hammock and underquilt and everything. I've got my hammock set up. Just been out collecting some firewood and digging down a fire pit so that it's on bare earth. There's a lot of pine needles, and I'm going to clear up those last couple of bits of roots and then get a fire going. I'm just going to get this fire going. A little bit of cotton wool and some birch bark and some fat wood. Smell that, Tom. Oof. Everything's slightly damp, so it'll take a little bit to catch, but we should be good. There we have it, folks. Fire is on the go. Hi Tom.
Hey Chip.
It's a nice evening. The wind seems to be calming down a little bit.
Looks like the skies are clearing too.
Yeah, it's definitely not as grey. Prepare yourselves for a guy who needs a haircut. Alright guys and girls. So, first camp of the year. Having a good one so far. Hope you're all well. Wow, that is some fire now. Nice and warm. Well, really hot. It's just the tiny last bit of grey light in the sky. Practically dark for you on camera, I would say. Having a really good time so far. Just been gathering wood and chatting and yeah, feeding this beast of a fire up. Got some big logs for later on to put on. Right. Good times. So Tom and I have spent the last, like, I don't know, 15 minutes maybe. Cut up these 4 lengths of wood. Made ourselves a little bench. Nothing fancy. Just enough to, you know, be able to bend our knees. Not have to sit cross-legged on the floor. That's always a bit of a pain after a while. Yeah. Need to remember in future to take my watch off when I'm chopping wood. It's a little stingy. Come on, focus. No. Well, I'm not too proud to say that we went for a little jaunt to get wood and got lost. Well, slightly lost. I think we just went a little bit too far past where our turn off the path is, and the fire had burnt down a lot, so we couldn't see it. Spent a while bumbling around trying to figure out where we were. That's not the first time, and it probably won't be the last. We've got a good amount of twiggy stuff saved up for the morning and some extra bits and pieces to burn. The fire's taken a while to get through this chunk that we put on earlier. I'm very glad of sitting on a bench though. Don't have to sit cross-legged on the floor, it's never too comfortable. Well, it's January and I've just found a shield beetle on my leg. It doesn't seem to matter what time of year it is or where I am, one of these always is just here. I don't get it. Just chilling out on my leg, getting warm from the fire. Well, that's me, nice and warm in my hammock. It's been a really good night. Really enjoyed those burgers. And good catch up with Tom. And a good fire. Really enjoyed it. You just see the fire out there. Right folks, I'll see you in the morning. I'll have a nice look around this wood. Morning everybody. Tom's already up getting fire going. I'm gonna get up and make coffee. Oh, had a good sleep. Nice and warm and comfortable. Well, it looks dark under here. Still quite windy. This is where we were getting a lot of our wood from last night after we got lost and decided to stay a little closer to camp. It's a good bit of pine and stuff all over. You can see there's any amount of it further through the woods. Lots of dead standing. Morning.
Morning. That's spot rain all night. Now that we're up, here it is.
Yeah, it's usually the way. Starting to get a nice bit of light coming through now. You can't decide whether it's going to rain or not. See, I don't know whether you'll tell how dark the sky is over there. I think that's what we're just missing. I'm sorry if there's a lot of wind noise. It's really something I'm gonna have to try and get on top of this year, is finding a new mic, or getting a mic to work with my phone anyway. I'm gonna go and get some wood, gather up some sticks and some logs and stuff, stoke this up on a little wander. Keep seeing these deer tracks. There's a few deer beds around in the forest as well that I've noticed. So a nice little hunt for some wood. Oh, there's another track there. It's running through the forest. Pretty cool. It's a really nice wood. I like it. It's a good size. Are they all solar panels, Tom?
Yeah, they are.
Wow, that's a lot of solar panels. See, I saw it last night and I thought it was just like, you know, when farmers put polythene over their crops or whatever. You know, like they've covered the seeds and stuff. That is a lot of solar panels. There you go folks, look at those. Big solar farm. I didn't even know this was out here. Really like watching the sun come through the trees. It's really nice. Just went on a nice wander. Saw lots of bird boxes and bat boxes as well, I think, all through the trees. Fire's stoked up. Got some good dry bits here. It was all hung in a tree, so it must have been a branch that had fallen down from higher up, because it's nice and dry. Tom's just away over there chopping to fix the bench. Our bench collapsed on us, so I'm just going to put a prop in underneath there so we can sit on it again. Those distance gunshots started up again. Probably won't hear any now since I've said it. Oh, there we go. It was going to make me look like a right fool there. Having a nice morning. It's about 11 AM. Been up for a couple of hours. Had a good amount of firewood collecting. I'm on to second coffee. That is good coffee. Just gonna go and have a little wander around, see what we can see. It's staying reasonably dry, so better time than any. This is the log we were chopping up for the bench. The wind's died down a bit. Yeah, aye, there's a lot of deer beds around all over the place. Lots of paths all through. It's a good dead standing tree there, Tom. Almost looks like it's got woodpecker holes in it. A good bit of wood there. Definitely gets a bit more dense the more over into that corner you go, like over that way. I really like it. It's a nice big decent size of a woodland to be in and get in the middle of it and get a decent bit of shelter from the wind, and there's good amounts of wood. Which is a necessity. Oh, there's a shooter's hide. Alright. found an old sort of scrap, some old farm machinery, some bits and bobs just left and neglected in the woodland. So, getting packed up and ready to go now. Had a great night in the hammock, nice and warm, but it was about 9 degrees last night, so it wasn't exactly challenging. Just waiting for the fire to go down. I'm going to pour that whole bottle of water on it and get a good sludgy mess going before I cover it back over with all the ground that I scraped back last night. Really nice light coming through the trees now. It's turning into a pretty day. Still really windy though. So there's the fire pit all doused down with water and covered back over with the soil and moss and stuff that was dug back last night. All hammocks away, everybody ready to get back on the bike. So here we are on the way back out. Oh, sorry for that judder. Packed my my stabilizer away in my bag. It's been a really good time. Just one nighter, just to kind of get to know the place. Tom was showing me the area because I've never been into this wood before. I reckon there'll be lots of decent camps to come here. I'll get you out of this wind. Bit better wind cover behind here. There's the wood we've just left. It's a good size. It's on the way back to the bikes now. I washed this a couple of days ago. There's Tom's machine. Well folks, it's been a great time. We're all packed up and ready to go now. See you next time, Tom.
See you later, guys.